Hi, I'm Colleen Derrick, and I'm a financial advisor with Swaggers Insurance. Welcome to our fourth and final week of our January mini course, My Story, Your Story. The process of transitioning from 2021 to 2022, where I'm sharing what I've learned and the process that I'm going through to help launch my 2022 so that, number one, I'm excited about it. Number two, I know what my success is going to look like, so I'll be able to celebrate it when I get there. And three, that I will, in fact, get there. We talked about our 4 different weeks being look in and see. This is introspection, getting to know yourself, because you are the hero in your story. Look up and envision. It's time to dream. Dreams are important, but we also need focus. And then to look back and assess. We learn from history. Those who do not learn about history are doomed to repeat it, is a saying that's very common. I really like to look at it a little more optimistically than that and say that you have been successful at so many things. Don't you want to repeat that success? Let's not have to recreate the wheel of success for ourselves every year. You know you. You're going to grow. You're going to change, but you are, in essence, still the core of who you are, and certain patterns will consistently bring about your success. Look up and envision, week 2, week 3, and here we are. Look around and consider. What is bringing fun, fellowship, fitness, and fulfillment? Who is a reason or a season? Who will you cast in your next chapter? And what commitments support and bring balance? Important concepts, which I basically have extrapolated from a financial plan. These are, in essence, principles that can apply to most things we deal with. It's really taking stock of what resources you have, what resources you need, and how to utilize them in the most efficient, effective way. How to be creative with what's in your toolkit and how to go and mindfully and intentionally fill your toolkit with things you are going to need. 2021 has left you with a toolkit. We last week talked about assessing it, seeing what you can capitalize on. This week, we want to look around and see what is here. Where have you positioned yourself? Who is around you? Location is really very important. So are your commitments. So, what room do I want to be in? If I am ready to make supper, this is my meeting room. Many of you know it. And while it is hopefully a calm, safe place for you, where you feel you can come in and we can worry once a year so that you can get about the business of living your life for the rest of it, it's not very helpful for cooking. It doesn't have what I need. Doesn't mean I'm not a good cook. Doesn't mean we don't need to eat. It just means that this room is not facilitating that. So again, once I know what I'm trying to accomplish this year, I need to position myself in the right room. So look around you. Say, hey, am I in the right room for what I want to be doing, for where I've put my focus? We want to curate support. Be mindful. Be aware, be present. And part of that being aware and being present means that when I stop finding fun things enjoyable, that's a problem. When my people become a pain instead of a pleasure, that's a problem. Now, some people are in our life for a reason, some for a season, and some for the whole journey. Take a look at the people around you. Are they people that, and yes, we have tackled this in other months, are they people that are helping you with where you want to be and where you want to go and the path you're going to need to get there? Today I had a meeting with a client, and they shared with me the sorrow in their heart as they realized that one of the people who was in their life was maybe not somebody that they wanted to be spending a lot of time with anymore. Why? That's a hard decision to make. But they weren't bringing out the best in my client. They weren't enhancing my client's skills and strengths and gifts and abilities. They weren't motivating my client to succeed in their life in the areas that they wanted to. And my client recognized that they needed to be building people into their life that were going to foster encouragement and support and help them be the person, the best person that they wanted to be, and write their own epic and amazing story. Who are you going to cast in this next chapter of your story? And how will you set the stage for your story? What props do you need? What kind of lighting? I'm using theater imagery. Hopefully you can find that relevant and helpful. But to be very practical, again, let's take it back to finance. Is if I have commitments to certain people or to certain things in my life, then I am tied to them. So if I'm making a vehicle installment payment, that means that I don't have the resources I need to take a course that would teach me the skills I need to accomplish my goal. I have a tough choice to make, because wouldn't it be wonderful if we had enough money for all of it? And some of you do. That is amazing. Something for celebrating. And you know what? You have amazing resources. You can do amazing things. So go back to week number 2 and make sure you are dreaming big. That said, we still need to manage and steward those resources. So as you're setting your stage, don't be scared to cast off and get rid of and edit the things in your life that aren't serving this purpose. Again, everything that we're committed to takes time, takes energy, takes money, takes our focus, distracts us. When we strip all of that away, we're able to really commit and only have the things around us that we need to highlight where we want to be going. You're saying, Colleen, that's pretty abstract. Yeah, it is a little bit. And if you're struggling with it, give me a call. But hopefully you can make the connection. And again, I'm wanting this to be relevant for everybody. And so I'm trying to do abstract principles that you can apply to your life. So for me, I looked around and I had commitments to a lot of really fun and amazing things. And so did my husband. And he looked at me and he said, you know what? For what we're choosing as our priority right now, this that I love doing, and I know there's great value and I know it's greatly appreciated, but it doesn't fit right now. It's taking attention and time and energy that I don't have to commit to that, because we have these things where we've chosen to put our focus. What a wise man. So proud of him, setting such an amazing example of doing exactly what we're talking. He's looking around and he's seeing who is in his story. Who is he investing in? What is the stage needed to highlight him in his calling, in his purpose at this stage in time? And being willing to do the hard thing of saying no and cutting off some commitments that were draining his time and energy. That, again, a good thing, a wonderful thing, but not his current calling or purpose. For me, I take a look at the people in my life, and I thought my adult kids would need less of my time, not more. And to a large degree they do, but isn't it amazing? And you may have remembered that my relationship with my adult children has transitioned and is flourishing and thriving. They pop in. They want to come over. So I have had an adult child and their partner at my house every day for the past 4 days straight. What an incredible blessing that is. It means I have to say no to some other things, though, so I have the time and the energy to commit to them and keep doing my job for you. Hard choices to be made, but I think you're up to the challenge. And as you get excited about bringing in your balance of fun, fellowship, fitness, and fulfillment, take a look around you, see what your impact is, and see what is an alignment with your story for this chapter, and go get it.